What is up, guys, and welcome back to yet another video. It's been quite a while since I posted a video. Now, I really haven't had too many great games to cast, and yeah, I just haven't really feeling it, but I have been playing the game a lot, so don't worry, there are more videos coming. I'll just do them when I actually feel like it and when I actually have good content. I don't want to just spam out videos, but today we got a really nice game here that's going to be really interesting. So this game was posted in the Sun Bros Discord channel. If you're not a part of the Sun Bros Discord channel, I would definitely recommend you guys to join, because it's it's just a great place to be if you're a noob or decent player at Age of Empires and you just want to hang out with other like-minded people, maybe play some games. So anyways, let's get into the game. This map is actually really Hausa favored because there's lots of cattle here. Like on this map, you always want to just go straight for the middle here. Skip any treasures, just take all the cattle. And there's always one cattle here hiding at the edges of the trade route. So always make sure you really go into this cranny here and just get those two cows, because most people do miss them. So yeah, I think, I mean, Hausa could have gotten even more cattle. I mean, this one's still up for grabs. I mean, Spanish Explorer is not really doing too much, so I think he could have done a better job here. He's gonna lose out on both of these two cattle, which is a bit unfortunate, but nevertheless, fairly nice indeed. He got a few at least. So this matchup is like notoriously difficult to deal with Hausa. I think there's mainly two strategies with Spain that works just way too well against Hausa, and it's of course going for like a standard Rodolero Falconet FF timing. It's of course incredibly, if not impossible, to deal with, to be honest. And the second is if they do the church rush with the wild geese or whatever they're called. It's also really annoying to deal with together with the Falconet. So I think both of those are really viable strategies with Spain. Now, a lot of Spain players do like to do the revolt. Is it Chile? The revolt that gives you the Hussars of Death, which is a good revolt, but I just think against Hausa, maybe not as good, because it gives Hausa time. I mean, it's still really good, but it's just easier to win with an FF. There's like nothing Hausa can do about that. So we're gonna see what happens. Capitalism first, super standard deck. It does have Spice Trade though, which is a bit uncommon. I mean, there is actually a lot of H2 potential, though no units in H2, but 4 crates, villagers, and Spice Trade, and House of Trastamara. So actually could be looking at some prolonged H2, although I doubt it. I mean, against Hausa, you don't really want to do that. It's just way stronger to just H up to H3 as fast as possible. So Hausa aging up a bit behind as Hausa usually do. 15 village up, quite standard if you don't get any like really good food treasures. It's gonna pick up this cattle here, which is nice. So he's got quite a few cattle, which is really gonna help jumpstart him, his economy. He is gathering a lot of food here actually, not any wood, which is interesting. He's going up with Moroccans. So Moroccans is the XP up. It's quite uncommon to see the Moroccans up to H2. Could be used if you want to do, like, it could be useful if you want to FF, because you'll get a shipment in faster. But yeah, I don't know what we'll see. I mean, he does have Gananchi in his deck. This deck is called Indie, so yeah, I mean, yes, that's full blown H4. So yeah, he's just gonna be looking at aging up as quickly as possible. So that's why we don't see any wood, and that's also why we have the Moroccan age up. So I mean, this is also like why it's so important to check your opponent's deck. I mean, if I were up against this guy and I saw his deck, I would know immediately what he is up to. I mean, take advantage of that. Like, you know that he's gonna go industrial. Maybe you wanna rush him. Maybe you wanna sit back and just boom and get better eco. But yeah, use that information to your advantage. He has picked up this trading post. That's interesting. That's the House of Fanner. I believe this is the trading post that gives you a bunch of like free musketeers after a while. Like on the big button, it's actually insane. Age of coming in now. We see collection of books and the church wagon. He is sending Hausa Kingdom, so that's gonna come out here with a quite nice timing. I bet we're gonna see him take this trading post and put the university here in between. He's got the 300 coin, maybe he'll send 700 coin. Yeah, that's exactly what we'll see. So ideally he would just stop gathering coin now, just put every single villager on food. He is building a palace, okay, so that's why he wanted some extra coin there. So I guess he sold for wood to build this palace. Now he's gonna be pop capped quite soon, so yeah, he wants to put down a house as well. And now you can really see the power of the extra cattle here. It's making a huge difference. Meanwhile, Madonna, fellow Swedish player here, is going for a forward outpost, and we see a stable in base. That's interesting. Maybe we'll see Hussar start. Yeah, 5 Hussars already queued. Sending wood actually in. Doesn't look like he's gonna want to age anytime soon. So yeah, definitely gonna see a bit of pressure here. I mean, Hussar's always nice. Is it great versus Hausa? I don't think so. I mean, with the palace in base and the access to javelins in H2, I don't think Hussar start is great, especially considering you can always it's quite popular to also H up with the Berbers, giving you the Berber camels in H2. But nevertheless, we'll see if he does some damage. Actually sending spice trade, so that's actually really interesting. It's not every day you see Spain doing this kind of more eco-focused H2 play. Could have actually done some damage to that villager. Let's see if Jelly here is on the ball. He might actually lose a villager. Yeah, he's gonna lose that villager for sure. I mean, that was a bit unnecessary to lose that villager, but nice pickup from Madonna there, using his 5 Hussars, only losing a single Hussar, getting a veil. That is really nice. Now we see a Palace Builder coming out. So yeah, what was that? Okay, so sent Palace of Amina, got some extra influence. Actually, oh, he might actually lose this Palace Builder and losing another Vil, and this Vil will probably die as well. So that's 3 Vils already. It's really bad. And now he is sieging this. I don't think he's gonna have enough siege to actually siege this, but he will be able to do some damage. I don't think this is worth it though, just standing under the TC fire like that. Meanwhile, Jelly could actually put out a few of his vills and start gathering these crates, but maybe you just want to maximize the damage of the TC. Up to 10 villagers, you still boost the damage of the TC, so if you want to have maximum damage, try to aim for like 10 villagers in there. We see even more cavalry coming out. The age up is almost in. We're not aging fast, we're saving that influence. He has 700 influence and also some more influence laying here on the ground. Almost losing a villager there as well. He does have a shipment in the bank, so what it's gonna be, I mean, 5 Lefidis wouldn't really do too much. They're more of a defense. I mean, they're more of a tanky unit than a high damage unit. They got pretty much the same attack. I think it's 31 attack, so more or less the same attack as an H2 Hussar only. Coin coming in here from the H-up, that's the 700 coins, so he's gonna look for an FI, and we see Gananchi coming in now. I do like this shipment actually. He could have sent that a lot earlier though. He could have had them already popping, I think, if he sent them immediately. But yeah, this is gonna be really nice actually. He's gonna be able to, with that he's probably gonna be able to defend actually and go up to H4, and the accounts for Shadow Tech, so he's gonna have H3 accounts. Meanwhile, we see Madonna is looking for that H3 H-up, losing a lot of units here actually to fire. I don't know if this is worth the idle time, to be honest. Maybe it is, maybe not. So going up with the Bishop, and so we sent 700 wood. He has already sent also the bills, so 30 bills. So Eco looking quite nice with spice trade and 30 bills. Let's look over at Hausa, and only 15 bills. So there's literally 15 wheels more for our Spanish player right now. And also Madonna do have 2 trading posts, so and a racks and a stable. So I mean, in general, it feels like right now it's actually quite Madonna is in a quite good spot. He has been able to do a lot of idle time. Let's just see if he gets overwhelmed here by the H4. That's probably gonna be the scariest thing. And we do see the coin here from the crate is adding up, and he's almost has all of the coin. He can actually trade in a livestock for the last bit of coin, so he only really needs food right now. Should have every single villager here on food. But yeah, it hurts with only 15 vills. I mean, oof, 15 vills at 10 minutes is not great. And to be honest, if you're doing this fast industrial strategy, I much prefer using the BRRRR H up to H2, because getting those extra Berbers in can really help you gather the resources you need, since you will have a lot of idle time on your TC, because you'll be aging a lot. So yeah, I just think the Berbers are a better option here. We do see some Rodoleros. I wonder if we're gonna see some Falconets. Maybe we see 1,000 influence coming in, so he already has like 1,000 influence. So what's gonna do that? That's a very expensive tech. I think that's the one that gives you the mountain monasteries. I think 2 of them, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, was that worth it? Questionable. But we'll see if it pays off, I guess, in the long run. He does have a lot of influence. I don't really know what he wants to use that influence for, to be honest. There we see the mountain monasteries coming out. Wonder, is he gonna place them on the further out mines, or is he gonna place them safely in base? I mean, placing them on this mine right here would have been ideal, because this mine is like really far out of the way, but he'll still be able to get like a lot of coin from it, because he doesn't really need that gold mine. This is a bit of a risky placement, to be honest. Let's see how much this gathers. So 0.6 coin per second. I mean, yeah, I mean, that doesn't really feel all that worth it, but okay, yeah. I mean, he is stacking a lot of res here. We got 2,000 influence. Maybe he wants to go for the Gatling Camels. The H-up is in now. He's actually going up with the BRRRR H-up. We do see 2 TCs from Madonna. I mean, so far it is really close, I would say. Hausa tend to overscore a bit, so seeing Hausa 2k up is really nothing to write home about. This is definitely far from over, but and the thing is, Hausa doesn't really have any units at this moment. Like, if Madonna would have sent Falconets first ship in H3, I think he would have been able to get away with killing a lot of stuff with the Falconets. Let's see here. So we do see training some Fulani, so that's interesting choice. Training Fulanis instead of training accounts. Maybe he's scared of heavy infantry. I mean, rightfully so. We do see a lot of Rodoleros. I mean, Fulanis will do great against most of the stuff in this composition, but I do still feel like you want the account for that shadow take. I mean, he's almost up to H4. Imagine having big army of accounts now would be quite nice. He can't really deal with these skirmishers, so I think he wants to back down, actually. The Fulanis will get wrecked by these skirms. There's like, it's not even close. You can see they don't even have more damage output. The skirms are both tankier and deal just as much damage and have better fire animation. But we do see the musketeers coming out there, and the H-up coming in. 5 BRRRR camels. I mean, the camels won't really be able to do much, but they might be able to kill these Falconets. Oh, that was close. Almost. And he's gonna have a really tough time now dealing with these Falconets, I think. He is sending in the Gatling camels. I mean, if he gets the Falconets down... Oh yeah, he actually does get him. I mean, Madonna could have definitely done a better job there utilizing those Rodoleros, and he could have definitely gotten down the cavalry units there. But because he lost those Falconets, I think he's gonna struggle now that the Gatling camels come out. And we do see Jelly here stacking quite a bit of res here. He has a Rax, and he is training a single Fulani, and now he's going over to accounts, and I think accounts is definitely what he wants. I think he just needs to mass like 10-15 accounts, and that together with the Gatling camels will be able to wreck this. Now these Gatling camels gonna be H4 upgraded already, which is amazing. He does have the Corps of a Confederacy as well, so if he wants to, he can just pop. Yep, that's exactly what he's gonna do. He's gonna pop 6 Lancers immediately, and those are gonna be really nice for picking off these skirmishers. And Madonna actually taking this fight. I don't think he wanna take this fight. We do see very little micro though from Jelly here. He's not really backing up with these Gatling camels, but he doesn't really need to, because these This Yoruba is here to help their insane units here. They're already H4 Gatling Camels, H4 account. It's just a mass of H4 units here, and now it's looking really favorable for Jelly. He doesn't have a lot of siege though. I think he needs more accounts, and he probably wants to train some H4 Falconets now. He does have quite a bit of influence, but we'll see what he does. Here comes even more accounts. We do see Madonna is trying to push out, but I think he needed to mass more before taking another fight, because he's just gonna lose all of this again. He really doesn't have any counter to the Gatling Camels. I think he really needs some Dragoon units to deal with the Gatling Camels. Without Goons, it's gonna be really tough. Rodilleros really just melt versus Gatling Camels. And Skirmishers, while they're okay versus Gatling Camels, yeah, they're just not that great since they are infantry still. So Madonna saying nice lame. I don't know if that was lame. I mean, that was an FI. I mean, there was nothing really exploiting the game or anything. I mean, I think Madonna had plenty of chances there to actually do a lot of damage, but I don't know what happened there. He did a lot of nice idle time there in the beginning, and then he kind of just lost track and pushed at a really odd time there, very late to Falconets, and it just didn't work out. And then also losing those 2 Falconets to the 5 BRRRR Camels was rough. But anyways, what a good game. Hope you guys enjoyed it.